welcome to the show today. Today we picked our top 5 each of our favorite haunted places. Some we visited, some we would like to go to. Okay, Brenda, what's your first one?
My first one is Trans-AlleghanyLunaticAsylum. It's Victorian style. It's in Weston, West Virginia. It was called Weston State Hospital before it was called Trans-AlleghanyLunaticAsylum.
You went there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel any ghostly activity?
Yeah, and there's a lot of stories too.
Okay.
So there's a few I'd like to say.
To say?
Yeah.
You want to say now or at another time?
Yeah, I can say now.
Okay.
On the 3rd floor, there was these 3 patients, and 2 of the patients really didn't like this other guy. So they tried hanging him, and after they hung him, he still wouldn't die. So they took him down, and there was a bed in this room, and they put the frame leg on the guy's temple. He was laying on the floor, and they started jumping on the bed. And then you know what happens after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So is he haunting the place now?
Yes, he walks around on the floor and haunts it.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a little girl known as Lily, and she wears a white dress, and she's known to walk around the 4th floor, and she waits for you to come play with her and her toys.
Okay.
And there's so many other stories. It's
Yeah.
it's a very creepy place, eerie
Okay.
place.
Well, my first one is the Lizzie Borden house. I mean, we all heard the story. Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whags. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. That's not totally accurate, but she did kill both her. It was actually her stepmother and her father. Well, she wasn't found guilty, but everybody thinks she did it. I actually visited the Lizzie Borden house, I guess it was several years ago in Fall River, Massachusetts. We went on a tour through the house. It was the group tour. There was other people there. And at one point, downstairs, you know, we looked all around downstairs. They didn't let us in the basement. But when we were ready to go upstairs, they asked for a volunteer before we went upstairs, and some girl volunteered. And the reason she volunteered was when we walked up the steps to go upstairs, before we were all the way up, we were on the steps, and you looked over, you could see into the room where the mother was killed. And they had her lay where the mother was killed, between the bed and the dresser. And if you look, you could see under the bed, you could see a body laying there. That's how they saw it when they found the mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this volunteer did that, so we were all able to see that. And when we got up there and got into the room, I felt really, really creepy in there.
Yeah.
It was the only room in the house where I felt like the weird energy. And after we went into that room, we came out, I was thinking they couldn't have paid me $1 million to lay in that spot where that girl was, because I was so creeped out in that room. So they also have, I think you can stay there overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The asylum lets you too, and they have tours like this.
And they have like ghost stuff at night. And what's your next one?
Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I want to go there.
Yeah, I want to go there.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about Eastern State Penitentiary?
I've heard it's really haunted. I would
Yeah.
like to see for myself.
Yeah, I heard it too. I heard it was the way it was built. I heard on some show it was saying it creates like a slow wave sound that for some reason creates energy and ghostly activity.
Yeah.
And I know in one of the cells, Al Capone stayed there, and of course it was all fixed up nice for him,
Yeah.
you know, the mobster. And he used to think that somebody he had killed was haunting him in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really weird. I know a lot of the ghost hunters and the ghost adventurers, they went there. I think it was the Ghost Hunter show where they captured something in black running around in there in the dark. Yeah, really creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy. My next one is the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, California. It's right there on Hollywood Boulevard, about catty corner from the Chinese Theater. I went there. I actually had to go to the bathroom, so I went in there and walked through the lobby. It was built in the 1920s by some of the silent film stars. I know that. And I know in 1929 it hosted the first Oscars Academy Awards there. When you walk in there, you feel like you're kind of going back in time.
Really?
Yeah, the way it is in the lobby. And one of the most famous ghosts there is Marilyn Monroe. She's said to haunt out at the pool a lot. And also, there's this big mirror in the lobby that used to be in the room she stayed in. And the story is a maid was washing it or something like that, and in the reflection she saw Marilyn Monroe sitting in the seat behind her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she turned around and looked. Of course she wasn't there, but when she turned around to the mirror, she was in the mirror.
I would be out of there.
Yeah. There's a couple other actors, I think, that haunt the hotel there. What's your next?
My next one is RMS Queen Mary, Long Beach, California. I would love to go there.
Okay.
There's a lot of videos on it.
Yes, there is.
It's very haunted, especially B340. I think that's the room
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
That's meant, like, they just renovated it, I guess.
I think so.
And opened it in April or something
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. And I think it was a cruise ship, but during the war, I think they used it as in the war. I don't know if they used it as a hospital or something. So you have all that history too there. My next one is, I have a couple local ones on here. Higbee Beach, down here in Cape May, New Jersey. Most haunted beach in the country, which I didn't know that. It's on the Delaware Bay side. And let me think. It's very natural beach. They don't do anything to it. They don't fix it up. It has really high dunes on it. So whatever happens with erosion or the tides, it just happens.
Yeah.
Old Man Higbee is supposed to be haunting that beach. They say they can see them walking around there at night sometimes, which would be creepy. I've never been there at night. I've been there during the day. And also it's said to possibly have pirates' treasure buried down there somewhere, either on Higbee Beach or just north at Town Bang. But they figure since there's so much erosion, it might be underwater by now. So maybe we can go something there one night.
Yeah. I also heard that this beach is a beach that you can take your animals year round.
Yeah, you can. You can take your pets on that beach. And it also used to be a nudist beach. Yeah, but they recently banned that down there. The local township created an ordinance where you can't be nude on the beach anymore. Too bad for the nudists.
Yeah.
Okay, your next one.
My next one is the Stanley Hotel. It's in Estes Park, Colorado.
Yep.
Not too sure about it, but it seems fun to go to. I would like to go to.
That was the inspiration for the movie The Shining by Stephen King.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, and he actually wrote his book in one of the rooms up there. That was supposedly one of the most haunted rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the movie, in the one movie with Jack Nicholson, it's actually a different hotel they show.
Yeah.
But there's another movie, I think it might have been a TV movie, I forget who stars in it, Rebecca De Mornay maybe. They actually used the footage from the real hotel in that one. Yeah, but people say they see the Stanley guy, Mr. Stanley, walking around with his wife, still ghostly figures around the hotel. And there's one of the rooms is supposed to be haunted, just like in the movie and that type of thing. Yeah. My next one is another local one, the Winterwood Gift Shop, right here in Cape May County. It's actually Rio Grande, New Jersey. This place is pretty old. It goes back, I think, to the Revolutionary War, because I think the fireplace in there was carved by as one of the soldiers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but there's a sign outside saying the place is haunted and the ghost name is Hester and all that stuff. Yeah.
I'd like to go in there. I haven't been in there yet.
Yeah. And we actually, me and somebody I was with took a walk behind the place back there in the woods, and there's an old graveyard back there of the old family members that used to own the house. It's all creepy and dilapidated and stuff like that.
Let us know if you want us to go see that.
Yeah. And I think the people are buried locally right there. It used to be a big plantation back in the day. Yeah. Okay.
Moundsville Penitentiary, West Virginia.
Okay.
It's another jail. It's kind of like the penitentiary in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
It's known to be really haunted. I would like to go to it. It's close to home, so.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And let's see. My last one is the Absecon Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Which actually is in Atlantic City. I don't know why they call it Absecon, because it's right in Atlantic City, right next to the casinos. They say the lighthouse itself, like nobody died in the lighthouse, but right out there in the waters there was a lot of shipwrecks where a lot of sailors died, and they washed up right there by the lighthouse, and they're supposedly haunting the lighthouse. I think the show Ghost Hunters were there.
Yeah.
and they investigated it, and they got some information. It's funny, I do have a picture of it somewhere, because you think of lighthouses as big, but the picture I have, I'm looking south on the city, and you see all the huge casinos, like, just towering over
Yeah.
it. Because usually if you look at pictures of Absecon Lighthouse, they take the picture where you can't really see anything around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's right there, and the casinos are all
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Another one I want to talk about, and you said you've been to it, the
Okay.
Biltmore Hotel.
I've been to the Biltmore Estate, and we
The
stayed
Biltmore
at
Estate.
the Biltmore Estate. I went there. I didn't know it was haunted at the time.
Really?
I didn't think anything. It's the biggest private home in the country. I think there's 250 rooms to it. It was built in the early 19th century by Vanderbilt,
Yeah.
one of the Vanderbilts. He didn't actually live in it very long because he died. He had some kind of complication with surgery or something. But once again, there was only he, his wife, and his daughter, and more servants lived there than family.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I heard that possibly he was haunting the house, I think.
Yeah.
Is that what
Well,
you heard?
with the hotel, there was this girl, and she died. She was last seen on the phone.
Okay.
Her name was Elizabeth Short, and they found her cut in half. Her face, it looked like they cut a smile.
Okay, this is a different Biltmore.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
The Biltmore Hotel. Oh, that's in California.
Yeah, and she was drained of her blood. She was cut in half.
Okay.
They still haven't found the killer.
Yeah, the Black Dahlia.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's right. The Biltmore Hotel. There's one in California.
Yeah, I'd like to go
Yeah,
there.
I didn't go to that one. I went to the Biltmore Estate in North
I
Carolina.
didn't even know there was a Biltmore Estate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think
So we were on two different subjects.
we were, but it's interesting
Yeah.
because there's a
Weird
lot
how
of-
they go together, kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of hauntings out there. Everywhere is haunted. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, they say just the land from Indians and whatever. So
Yeah.
there's probably spirits all around you right now.
If it's haunted, it's going to be haunted during the day, too. Just
Oh
haunted.
yeah, it will
Exactly,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, it's haunted all the time. Yeah. Do you have any more?
Nope, that's it.
No, I think that's all I have too. So is that a wrap?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Yep.
See you next time.
Bye.